Blessings and welcome to today's Sunday service message from the heart of mighty I Am presence. Today's topic is divine mistakes. Have you ever experienced divine mistake? Have you ever experienced a mistake that was the best thing that ever happened? Let's really dive into this place. Before we do so, I just want to thank all of you who are returning to my channel and watching these videos that are uplifting you, that are part of supporting the embodiment of your ascension. And for those of you that are new, thank you so much for coming. Please do leave your message, do leave your comment, give the channel a like, as I love to hear from you and welcome these messages to get to the right people. So let's get into this topic, divine mistakes. Sometimes we're experiencing things in life and we are coming across something that we made a mistake on. And our human self naturally, when we see it's a mistake, there is a response to it. Oh no, I did this wrong. And there's this duality of right or wrong. And then somehow it goes into this place that, oh my gosh, how can I make it better? What can I do? So the intention is very pure. And I want to talk about that intent behind it, because when our hearts are clean, when our hearts are pure, and the direction is on that towards God presence, the mistakes are then considered divine mistakes. And let me go further into this. Divine mistakes are when things that happen that you see you've made a mistake on, however, the outcome of it ends up being the best, not just for you, but for the situation, and even goes out further. And that's how you can recognize, wow, this is a divine mistake. For example, last night, Michael and I went to an amazing gourmet dinner at this beautiful mom and pop Mexican restaurant. And we placed order, and the gentleman that placed the order, he wasn't paying as much attention, a sweetheart. However, the order, we waited for a while. When the order came for me, it was a fish. I don't eat animal. So I said, oh, this is not the vegetarian dish. He felt so bad. He's like, I'm so sorry, I placed the order. And we were just laughing with him so much. And he said, you know what, can I just leave this here for you guys, as Michael had his dish that was with this fish. And Michael was just ecstatic. He's like, yes. He's like, I'm gonna order yours, but can I just leave this here for you guys? And then I laughed. I said, look at this divine mistake. So he was so lifted. He's like, divine mistake? I said, yeah, you just made a divine mistake that blessed us, uplifted you, and I'm going to get my dish, and Michael is going to have extra for tomorrow because this is his favorite food. So we all were lifted and enjoying that. And this is when it is a divine mistake, where the blessings of divinity comes forth. And that's because I was in the right place in my heart, Michael was in the right place in his heart, and this gentleman was in the right place in his heart. Our hearts were so pure, and we could experience this was a divine mistake. It was divinely orchestrated for all of us to bring the best and the blessings into that space. And we ended up laughing more, and even further, we enjoyed even more. We exchanged numbers afterwards. It was so perfect. So there are a lot of mistakes that does happen in our life, and the lens in which we are seeing things is considered whether this is a mistake or not. So that is also something to consider, because sometimes we are doing things and we're genuinely just not paying attention, and then it causes a lot of ripples and it causes negative impact in that outcome. So what I'm speaking of is not that. What I'm speaking of is when you're in a really good place in your heart and you're not paying attention, but the state of where you are is really clean and pure, and you make a mistake, but it ends up being even better, even greater, even more fantastic. That's what I refer to divine mistakes. And even in cases when you are not paying attention, you're just not in the right place, and all kinds of havocs happen. At the end of that, because you made the mistake, you learned from it, and if you choose to take the learning from it, then you will see that at the end was also a divine mistake. Because if you are choosing to act and behave differently from that consciousness, then you have shifted that awareness inside of you, and the behavior and the pattern will also change when next time something like this comes. So if you make a mistake next time, it's okay. You're not being judged, number one. Number two, you're always loved. Number three, it is part of your human experience. Number four, see if it was a divine mistake. Embrace the divinity into that and receive the blessings of it. This also is part of the human journey and also the embodiment of your journey. If you enjoyed this message, please leave your comment for me. Let me know if you made divine mistakes and did it end up working so much better, not just for you, for somebody else as well. I would love to hear from you. And for those of you that want to go further, you want to really embody your ascension walk, you realize who you are, and you are on the journey of embodiment, please consider joining my private ministry. We are very dedicated in that space, in that personal development, in the walk of the embodied mastery of ascension. And you can find the link below to reach out. Have a beautiful, blessed day. See you next time.